Today in the live cattle market, it was a little bit easier. Wholesale prices are on the decline, and still there's no cash trade to speak of, and that's making the market is looking for some kind of direction, or really some news, maybe fundamental news that might give it a little bit of something. But watch out below, because the futures did break through a couple of big support numbers in the 18 to 20 day moving average. Now normally that would press the market down close to 10%. Now that would be generally the objective, but these are that's just a very wide open trading strategy. Let's just say this, there's still some idea that there could be some big demand still coming ahead that would actually start to reach for another new high. It's very possible. Every time anyone has called off this rally, it didn't go well for them. So even though the market's come off a little bit, we have to watch it closely. Feeders did come off as well today too. Box beef values did kind of erode. There has been some sluggish support for beef prices, and that's been weighing on the futures and giving back a little bit of its gains. We're trying to find a little bit of a challenge to hold this market from really slipping any further, but there's going to have to be an awful lot of unwinding before this market really starts to come down significantly, even though it has been overbought for a long time. Exports, demands, they're all still very strong, and we're on the precipice of the grilling season yet that hasn't even begun. So there's a lot of good things that could be in the air going forward, especially now that hogs rallied again. Those expanding limits really brought in a lot more buyers after the limit up yesterday. But the lack of clarity regarding the African swine fever, has traders thinking that maybe it's worse than the people think in China. We don't know exactly for sure what's going to happen. If we ever get to a resolution for the U.S.-China deal, I think that there could be a lot of trade in the pork market. And as I've always said before, the pork producers have really taken it on the chin, I think even more than soybeans, with this tariff war that's gone on between U.S. and China. So once that thing gets lifted, I think it will bode well for these markets. I think there is a little bit of worry that could set in if the president does shut down the border in Mexico, because there has been some trade back and forth with the U.S. and Mexico as far as pork trade goes. So we're going to watch that closely, and if that were to happen, if the market continues to rally, who knows, that maybe we're reaching for another new high. It still has a little bit to go, but not really that much. You can't actually see it in sight, and it just tells us we still have a lot of volatility ahead.